Welcome to the latest edition of the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary direct from our assignment desk, otherwise known as my compost heap. Let's see what stories we're working on and reusing this hour. Numbers have been in the news a lot lately. And I've been thinking about how do we keep seeing people as people and not numbers. I'm thinking specifically of all the people who suddenly have to grab trash bags or other ways to get their belongings out because they're suddenly without a home. We've seen that in a bunch of stories lately. Fairmount Heights, which is a complex for seniors and disabled people, low income. 5 people had to go to temporary housing and grab their belongings because an elevator wasn't working. On Avon Street, 17 tenants had to grab their stuff and rush out because of a fire. They were displaced. Their slumlord had a fire there twice that displaced people. At Winthrop and Chapel Streets, 79 people had to grab their stuff and rush out because of a fire. At which point can we think of these as 79 humans and not just a number? Well, I was thinking about that this week because in Lebanon, 800,000 people had to run out of their homes to save their lives when our new war reached there. Here's another number that struck me. When the caution tape went out on Whaley Avenue recently, there was a shooting. It wasn't fatal, thank God. The police say they found the person who committed the shooting. He was 13 years old, 13. Meanwhile, the latest statistics, according to testimony at the Board of Alders, is that 56% of our property in New Haven cannot be taxed. 43% of that is owned by Yale University. I will leave it to greater minds to debate whether those numbers, 13, 56 and 43, have any relation to each other. Well, things are going swimmingly thanks to the number 250. The state this week announced that it's giving New Haven $250,000 for visioning to start planning how the Ellick administration is going to take that polluted power plant at English Station and turn it into an outdoor swimming pool where several months a year people can swim outdoors since they can't go to the pools we already have because we don't keep them up. So that $250,000 grant means that all we have left to go till we can grab our trunks and jump outside and swim a couple months a year is tens of millions of dollars that we're somehow going to get to clean it up enough so that can happen and we can buy the property. Well, here are 2 batteries, number 2. I'm wondering if I could promise to give them to you or sell them to you or do something with them, and then you'll give me back $63.5 million, even if I never actually deliver the battery. I'm inspired to those numbers by the city of Ansonia. They struck a deal under the previous mayor, a $63.5 million deal for a company to build a fuel cell project. That project fell through. There's no battery coming. But somehow, Ansonia's taxpayers are still on the hook for $63.5 million. They still have to pay for it, according to Jasmine Wright's reporting in the Valley Independent Sentinel. Now, I read that story. It's a well-written story. I followed every sentence about how that happened. But I have to admit, my math still isn't good because I still can't figure out how those numbers add up, how the city of Ansonia is still paying $63.5 million for a fuel cell project that's never going to get built. Well, here are some good numbers we could put together, thanks to the great suggestion of the week from Anthony Lowry. He was at Superstar Market on Sylvan Avenue when one of the 3 candidates for Democratic nomination for the 92nd District State Rep seat, Eli Sabin, came by to campaign and talk to people. And Lowry had an idea. He said, let's pay people to fix up. We'll get some paint like here, get rid of the blight of rundown properties in the Hill. Let's have the government help people get the paintbrushes, get the tools they need to fix up the projects, and we'll pay them, just like they paid people in New York to shovel and get the streets cleared in the recent snowstorm. Those numbers, I believe, can add up. Until next time, this is the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. Remember, always pick up and recycle our trash while we still can.